This morning.
Good morning and a happy Friday to you, Mountain family. I'm Amelia Lee here with you on this June 6th. We are at 6 o'clock this morning too, and it's time to check on in with meteorologist Megan Dusmal on this muggy Friday. Not yet too foggy, but Megan, as you've been saying, we have some storm chances on the way as well.
Yeah, and the rain starts this morning even. I mean, we'll start this trend now and we'll continue to see it building up over the next couple hours. By the time that we get to the afternoon, we'll be seeing some spotty showers and storm chances, and then strong to severe storms pick up as you're heading into the evening hours. Here's what we're seeing right now on live pinpoint Doppler radar. Just a little bit of rain. And in terms of temperatures, we'll be looking in the 60s and low 70s for this morning, but this afternoon will warm up into the low to mid 80s. It's going to be another warm and muggy day alongside those storm chances. Also happening today, the Poke Salad Festival in Harlan. You can expect those temperatures to warm up, seeing some scattered chances for showers and storms as you head into the afternoon and evening hours. And if you're heading off to golf, the Stonecrest Golf Course and Top Racer Range tee time forecast will tell you that it's probably not the best day to do it. Again, we're looking at those spotty chances of showers that you'll start to see picking up in the next couple hours. And by the time we're heading into the evening, it's definitely not going to be a good time to go, as we'll see those storm chances ramping up. Amelia.
Well, we do have an update for a story that we first brought to you Wednesday night. An arrest has been made following a road rage incident in Corbin. Ryan Gerber was taken to the Knox County Detention Center yesterday after he reportedly pulled a gun on 20-year-old Tate Mills on Master Street in front of Hometown Bank and Snappy's restaurant. That incident happened Tuesday. Gerber is charged with menacing and wanton endangerment. WYMT is still waiting to obtain Gerber's mugshot. Laurel County deputies arrested a Corbin woman after reports of gunfire along Highway 1223. Officials say 42-year-old Rebecca Warren was found walking alongside the road near a parking lot where she had reportedly fired a handgun several times. Police say her actions put people at risk, and she's now charged with wanton endangerment and illegally firing a weapon across a public roadway. Warren was taken to the Laurel County Correctional Center. Police are investigating a shooting in Pulaski County. Sheriff's deputies were called to a report of a gunshot victim in Science Hill Wednesday evening and found a man with an apparent gunshot wound. He was taken to the hospital. Officials have not released the extent of his injuries. They do believe this was an isolated incident and that there's no threat to the public. 8 historical honorees and 2 officers that died in the line of duty last year were added to the Kentucky Law Enforcement Memorial Foundation Monument. Samantha Valentino spoke to family members of the fallen who are proud of their loved one's service, yet still emotional about their loss.
Here at the Department of Criminal Justice Training, they're saying the names of fallen officers.
Deputy Carlo Jones, Whitley County Sheriff's Office.
So they're not forgotten.
Officer James V. Smith, Barbersville Police Department.
Barberville PD Night Chief James Vallard Smith was named a historical honoree. He died in the line of duty in 1967. Berea police officer Michael Smith is following in his grandfather's footsteps as he started his career in Barberville.
Very honored. Live on his legacy.
Deputy Joshua C. Phipps.
On September 16, 2024, Russell County Deputy Sheriff Joshua Phipps was shot and killed while chasing a wanted suspect. This is his mother, Pam Phipps.
But receiving this flag is a wonderful gesture, but it will never replace my son. And so a great level of sadness.
Winchester Police Sergeant William Marty Jackson. He died on April 14, 2024. That night, he was engaged with a person who was resisting arrest. Hours later, Sergeant Jackson had a deadly heart attack. He served more than 5 decades in law enforcement.
One person put it best. He dedicated his life to protecting others, a true measure of a person.
Those names said out loud, now etched into this monument, so no one will ever forget their service to others. In Richmond, Samantha Valentino, WKYT.
There are currently 599 fallen officers' names on that monument. Among the speakers at this year's ceremony was Pikeville Police Department officer Scotty Hamilton's widow. Scotty was shot and killed in the line of duty on March 13, 2018. His widow, Chelsea Hamilton, reflected on her late husband's legacy and his short time with their daughter, Briley, who was just 9 months old.
I still watch the videos of him making her giggle uncontrollably, of him gently drying her after bath time, and of holding her as they both drifted asleep.
She says these videos and her daughter's spirit help keep his presence alive. Communities in southern Kentucky are still banding together after a deadly tornado changed lives. Michelle Baker and her sister Chastity Whited said the night of May 16th was one they'll never forget because their sister Samantha's London home was destroyed by the tornado. While the two were relieved to find their sister was okay, they were devastated to learn their cousin Lisa Fortney was among those killed during the tornado.
So all that just kind of played in my head, and I really thought, you know, I want to do something. Like, I want to be able to do something to kind of help with what's going on now. But we don't know when this is going to happen again.
Baker decided to create their nonprofit London, Kentucky Strong. The organization will be a hub for all things storm relief now and in the future, including an ongoing storm fund. On July 12th, the nonprofit will host a candlelight vigil in honor of the victims of the tornado, but the pair says this is only the beginning for London, Kentucky Strong. Yesterday, Governor Andy Beshear shared that the death toll from last month's severe weather in Kentucky has risen. The governor says a man from McCracken County is now among the victims. That brings the total number of lives lost to 20. 17 of those deaths were in Laurel County alone. People affected by last month's tornado in southern Kentucky now have help replacing lost documents. Congressman Hal Rogers announced that recovery centers in Laurel and Pulaski counties, including the Laurel County Public Library and the Center for Rural Development, will assist people trying to replace their Social Security cards. You can also visit the Social Security Administration website to submit a request online. Back in January, we told you about an investigation into reports of foster care children sleeping in office buildings. This report coming back to State Auditor Allison Ball was concerning. 49 children spent a combined 198 days in a Department of Community-Based Services office building. Now, social services offices are asking for your help to make a change.
Kentucky's in a placement crisis right now, which essentially means that we have more kids than we do foster families for them.
How a kid would feel, you know, if you're sleeping in a DCBS office or a hotel. I mean, as a kid, you're thinking, oh, that means no one in the state of Kentucky wants me.
Officials say you can make a difference for children by becoming a foster parent. The certification process can take several weeks to complete, so if you are interested in starting that process now, we do have more information on the WYMT News app. Governor Andy Beshear announced the state's gas tax will drop 1.4 cents per gallon. The governor made the announcement yesterday afternoon during his Team Kentucky update. The change will take effect on July 1st. He says this means during the last 2 years, the state has decreased the gas tax by 12%. During that time, the tax decreased from 30.1 cents to 26.4 cents.
I know every penny counts and that these savings can really add up. Whether you're driving to school, to work, headed to church, or headed out on a family trip, at least here in Kentucky, your gas is going to cost a little bit less starting July 1st.
Governor Beshear says Team Kentucky will continue to search for even more ways to decrease the cost of living for Kentucky families.
As you're heading out the door this morning, we're looking at warmer temperatures and clearer skies. In fact, here's what you can expect as you're going through the next couple of hours. Temperatures sitting in the 60s, seeing upper 60s as you travel more towards the southwest, 70 degrees in Monticello. This afternoon, we'll warm up into the low to mid 80s for the day, seeing much muggy conditions continuing as you're heading through the next couple hours. And the fog is already starting to pick up this morning, so please drive carefully if you are encountering any patches of dense fog this morning. Here's a look at where the rain is this morning as you're traveling towards portions of Floyd, Johnson, and Lawrence County, Kentucky. Amelia.
Thanks for joining us at 6:10 on